What's going on, guys? It's the Gamer Kage. Welcome to the channel. I'm here with you guys to give you an in-depth Purple Geass deck profile featuring Gawain and Gurren. And let's hop right into it. So we'll start. We have 4 Kallen Koziki. These are the 0 drops. This is kind of like one of your starters essentially for the deck. It's obviously something that you need to facilitate being able to play the deck in the first place. It's also your raid target for Gurren, and its trigger is that you can add it to the hand if it's triggered out of life. Then we have 4-0. 0 also counts as a Lelouch Lamperouge in the deck. Also has the same trigger effect as add this card to your hand. Also to facilitate your Gawain plays. It's usually your starter for that as well. And next we have 4C2. I understand people want to call her CT, but it's C2 in the show. I just thought I'd go over that real quick. This is a energy gainer, so you would tap it to gain an additional energy, so it counts as 2, and then it dies at the end of the attack phase, if I'm not mistaken. But there's a cool combo you can do where you can tap this, gain 2 energy, and then you can raid a Gawain over it so that you don't have to retire it and you get to use it as an additional body. And next, I play 3 1-drop Kallen Koziki. She gains 1k when you have another Lelouch on board, and it's also a color trigger that allows you to play a 2 energy, 1 action point character from your trash set to active. Really good card, and it's also good for poking and swinging. Next, we have 2 Lelouch Lamperouge. This one, when played, it minuses 1k from your opponent's front line, and if it's played out of life, it is a draw card. Then we have 3 C2 that draw cards. So when you play it for 1, it draws a card, but if you play a card that costs 2 AP before playing this card, you draw 2 cards instead, and out of life it draws a card as well. It's really just to filter through your deck so you can see all your pieces. The next we have 3 Lelouch Lamperouge. This one is a 3 energy, 1 action. When it's played, it gives a character the ability to not be blocked by 2Ks or less, and out of life, it makes a character set to active and gives it an additional 3k, just for defense. And that's 3-drop Kallen. It doesn't do anything, but it does the exact same thing out of life. When it's triggered, give a character 3k, make it active. I play 1 Searcher Kallen. This card allows you to search the top 5 to add a Gurren to hand. Some people like playing this at 4, in which case I found that at 4 it was a little too cloggy for me, and also when you play it, it bottom decks other key pieces that you'll need in your deck. So I'd rather play it at 1 because of other cards that I also play in my deck, but when you see it, it goes off, especially in late game. I play 3 United States of Japan. This is your action point regainer, essentially. And if you triggered out of life, you gain a life, if it's the final trigger. And my special tech choice for the deck is 3 Reason for Living. Now, Reason for Living as a card, it says that you play 1 purple card with 3 or cost less required energy and 1 AP cost from your sideline set to resting. Now, why this card is good is because every card in your deck is usually about 3 cost or less that you would want to be able to special summon back from your sideline. So this can get back a C2 to draw a card, or draw 2 cards if you played Power of Absolute Obedience. This card also allows you to fix your energy, because sometimes you don't have enough energy in order for you to continue your game state or to continue to play the game. So for the most part, I use this to fix my energy lines. I need 2 energy costs. I'll get something back from sideline after I've already raided beforehand. So it comes up a lot, and if it's triggered out of life, you draw a card. But yeah, this is basically any card in your deck. It's about 50% of your deck. Then I play 1 Submarine, mostly for cycling. So when you need to see key pieces and you don't see them, this is better than having to tap an AP. I'd rather trash a card, and it also facilitates more Reason for Living plays. And I think that in the way that I play it in terms of tempo, I think that this card is actually really good for that. And then We're playing 4 Power of Absolute Obedience, which allows you to pop a 5k BP or less. And then if you have Lelouch on board, instead of it costing 2, it technically costs 1. But also the interactions with C2, because you played it, even though you untap an AP, you get to draw 2 cards off of this play. And now for the raids. We have 4 Gawain. Gawain is, when he's played, it minuses 1,000 BP from your opponent's front line, and it also can't be blocked by 2Ks, which is a really good thing for the deck itself. I love this card, and especially if you see it out of life, it actually changes the game fundamentally, especially in defense. Then I play the 1 of Lelouch here. This one allows you to minus 3k from one of your opponent's cards. When you do minus 3k, normally you're just getting rid of a body, so it comes up a lot. And then I play the 1 of discard Lelouch, mostly because this one can't be blocked by 3,500 or more attack, and also if it gets destroyed, you draw 2 cards, which is really good. Sometimes you need a 2-card draw. There goes our other raid target, which I'm playing 3 of the pop 3k or less Gurren and 3 force block Gurren, which both gain impact on play. But also this one allows you to remove threats from the board after minusing BP, and then this one just outright removes a card when it swings in general, which is really good for this deck. Specifically, honestly, this might be the best card in the deck, mainly because of the fact being that it just outright removes anything on the board unless it's 5k. But usually you would always be able to facilitate making their board 4k, 3k, or 2k, so that this will go through either way. It should be game by the time you see this either way. But yeah, that's it for the deck profile, to be honest with you. If you enjoyed that deck profile, or you like the deck, or if there's any questions, you can definitely ask me in the comments. Also, give us a like and a follow, and or subscribe to us, of course. And yeah, just show some love. Take care.